Hi, welcome to Knits Up. I'm Mindy, your hostess, otherwise known as Knitter CNY, and I'm coming to you from Syracuse. Today is the Saturday weekend before Christmas. So it's not Christmas Eve, but it's that Saturday before. Could be the 17th of December, actually. Um, it's been a while. It's been at least a month since I podcast, so I thought I'd put something out there before Christmas. And not other holidays that are coming this time of year, including New Year's. I celebrate Christmas, probably with friends this year. My dad is in the nursing home. I'll go visit, Christmas, but he really does not like to go out into the cold and the snow and the ice. His sight has gotten progressively worse, and he's just more comfortable at the nursing home, which I'm fine with. It's about 4 miles from where I live, and it's very easy to get to. Although this week it's been a little bit difficult. We've had some crazy weather, very crazy weather. So I'm going to show you quick what I've been working on. And if you want to post some videos in reply, please feel free to. I am over on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we're also over on Ravelry. Just look up knits, one word, up, separate word. And you will find me. I'm otherwise known as Knitter CNY. Over on Ravelry, you can PM me, you can post in the group, whatever you'd like to do. I thought I'd go through what I've been working on for Christmas, since I really wasn't planning on doing anything for Christmas. And my cousin that lives out in Illinois recently had a baby over the summer, and so he is very, very cute. And this kit, I don't know if you've seen it, is the DMC Top This kit. And DMC was having a sale on Black Friday, and it was, I think, $8.99, $10.99, something like that. So I ordered it from DMC, and they had free shipping. It comes with one ball of yarn. One ball makes this hat. I know it's big for a, 6-month plus baby, but I figure it can be a toddler hat too. And it comes with the little penguin head. You can get different ones. And then that is on a ribbon, and it comes with a piece of craft foam that has 2 things in it, and you pull it through and tie a ribbon so that if the mom, dad, whoever wants to take it off to wash the hat, they can take the top off pretty easily and reapply it. This is affectionately known as the decapitated penguin head hat for me. It just cracked me up because I'm like, it's a decapitated penguin head. And it's head, and it's very cute. It has little earmuffs and a little scarf, but it is very cute in all seriousness. And then we went on to my cousin has 4 kids, and this pom-pom has to be more secured, but this is a Kepi kit. Lion brand has the Kepi kit, Keppi. And again, this is all one ball of yarn. It comes pre-printed like this. This is the sparkle version. So there's a little bit of sparkle in the fun fur bits of it, like a little bit of stellina. And the pom-pom comes with it. It comes with a small crochet hook in the one that I bought. I did not crochet it, however. I decided I wanted to knit it, so that's what I did. There's free patterns up on Lion Brand's website that will give you directions for how to do that. I do have to secure the pom-pom more because that's with string. And a bunch of people have told me, just use a very sharp needle and go into the pom-pom because it's sort of furry. Then the older 2 of my cousin's kids are in a marching band, so they're high school aged. And so the older girl, because she has 2 boys and 2 girls, the boy is the oldest boy, and then there's the youngest is a boy who's the baby. This is Hometown USA, but it's the chunky version of that. And it's thick. It's very, very thick. It's 100% acrylic. This color is called Razorbacks. It's red and white. Their school colors are red and white. So I thought, why not? You know, it's a chunky hat. I don't think I'm going to put a pom-pom on it, only because I think with a high schooler, you're going to be washing it a bit more, and taking a pom-pom on and off a hat every time you got to wash it is a pain in the butt. This is also a hat, and this is also Hometown USA. This is showing way oranger than it really is. This is really like a cherry red. If I pull back, it sort of gets to be the right color. Next to each other, it even looks orange, but this is actually red. So that's the 4 hats for the 4 cousins' kids. And then, of course, I decided, oh, I need to make them hats, maybe too, or something. So one of the hats that I had in the queue was this one, which is Lion Brand Thick and Quick. It's mostly acrylic, and there's a little bit of wool in it. Really simple pattern. You work that up. Well, that might be for the husband. I don't know. He works at a college, so one of their colors at the college is purple, but it's a dark purple. This is showing more blue than it really is. It's really like a purpley purple. And then it's gray undertone. And this is just a knit 3, purl 1, and it will be a really nice hat. I'm doing it on size 10.5 needles, 6.5 millimeters, and that's going pretty well. Other projects that I have in the queue but haven't really worked on are my homespun sweater that's in petunia stripes. This is the back. If I held it right, it would be the back. But that's the inside of it. I've got that to knit for myself. I was doing the Curvy Girl knit along for quite a while, and then I just lost steam one week. So I've got part of the back done for the Curvy Girl cabled open front cardigan. That's also a Lion Brand pattern. This is Heartland, which is a Lion Brand yarn. These aren't all Lion Brand yarns in the podcast. I don't knit exclusively with Lion Brand. These happen to be on sale. So I bought them over time. My goddaughter's rainbow cardigan needs to be worked on desperately. Otherwise, I will have a very disappointed goddaughter, and nobody wants that. Nobody. So that's out of some, as we remove the fluffy cat hair. Fun with living with animals. The Millens is what I've got. And it's a raglan cardigan called Plum Pudding. She has decided that she wants the smooth part on the outside. The Plum Pudding cardigan usually has the garter, the purl side on the outside, but she said, no, I want the smooth part on the outside. So I'm good with that. Socks I'm working on. I picked these up a little bit last night, so I think it kind of counts. These are on US size 3, 3.75 millimeter, and these are also Millens that came two fingering weights wrapped up in one ball, so I thought I'll do double thick boot socks. So that's what I'm doing with a traditional heel flap. I'm working on my Twilight socks. The pattern is Twilight by Melissa Morgan Oakes, and I'm using just the stitch pattern out of it. It's a pretty easy stitch pattern. It works really nicely. And then I started the next one, and these are on 2.25, 2 circular Chowgoos. That's a US size 1. And then I also have, as if there weren't enough projects, this is a project left over from last year. for my goddaughter's mother, who is my best friend. It's out of Red Heart Boutique Swanky, and it's got sequins in it, and this is the color is teal. I'm just doing a circular infinity scarf / cowl. I just cast on a bunch of stuff, did some garter stitch, and now I'm doing stockinette, and then when I just think there's enough, I will go and use the second skein and start, doing stockinette and garter stitch. It'll be interesting. A couple things I bought this week. Ollie's locally is our discount store. It's a chain throughout the Northeast. You can probably find it wherever you are. It'll work. They have discounted things, closeouts. They have some first run stuff. They have a really good book selection. One of the books that I just got was Heirloom Knitting Skills, and this is by Rita Taylor. Originally it retailed for $18.99. It was $2.99. So that's a really good deal. You never know quite what you're going to get. It's more of a pattern dictionary, but she goes into some history, with pictures and different things. There's a few projects in there. One of them is a very pretty cowl that has some pretty stuff in it. There's also a hap shawl. I'll show you this because I think that's probably the best picture of it. There's a hap shawl that's really nice. There's different sections about lace knitting, cables, raised stitches, all kinds of stuff. This is a better shot from the back. That kind of gives you an idea. It's feather and fan. And then they also had some yarn on sale because I don't need yarn at all, I do not need yarn at all, but this was on sale. This is the Hometown USA that I used for out of these hats. So it knits up relatively quickly, and they had they call this Kansas City wheat, but it's sort of an oatmeal color with little black fleck string things in it. So it looks cute. I got 2 of those skeins. I've made this pattern before. Has cables. It's really nice. And then they had a skein of homespun Thick and Quick, which is the super thick version of that. And this color is, I don't know what the color this is, but it looks like that. And I thought, well, that kind of gives you an idea. There's a pattern for a really nice crocheted shawl. I'll probably make a knit shawl out of it on probably like size 15 needles. And that might be more for my cousin. I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to worry about sending the hats for Christmas. I'll try and get them there, but we'll see how that works. So that's what I've been working on. There's a lot of things going on. I'm waiting to hear all Twitter with Ravelry. There was a thread the other day where somebody out in Illinois said, I went to Michael's, they had Knitter's Pride Zings, and I think she said they had Trends too. But I'm interested in the Zings because I've used some of the other Knitter's Pride needles, and I'm really interested in those. I want to see how they come out. So, they haven't hit the stores yet out here. I have a feeling it's like a test marketing kind of thing, so we'll have to see how that works out. So don't go to your Michaels and go, oh, I want the Knitter's Pride Zings. I saw them, blah, blah, blah. They're not there yet. If they get there, somebody post in the thread over on Ravelry, or post in the group if you see them, because I'm interested in buying them. Obviously. I want to try out new needles. That's just who I am. We've gotten snow today. We got snow yesterday. We had blizzard conditions in the next county, which is a whole half mile from my house, because My house is on a road where there's a river at the end of the road. The river separates us from the next county. So I'm in the northernest part of the county that you can get in. And it was really interesting driving. One day I got up at 6:30 to get to work before. I got up at 6 to get out at 6:30 to make it to work by 7, so I beat the first part of the snowstorm. Then going home, I was in whiteout conditions. So that's how quickly our weather can change, because right now we're having lake effect, and Lake Ontario, which is one of the Great Lakes, has not frozen over yet. So consequently, as air goes across it, it picks up warmer water, and makes lovely lots and lots of snow. It's not uncommon for us to get 6 inches of snow at a time in an evening. It's going to be that way until the lake freezes over. Around here, our river is connected to a shallow lake. Our lake, I don't think, has frozen over yet. It hasn't gotten cold enough. You need a couple of weeks of really cold weather, and then you need a lot of snow accumulation to get ice. Our lake is so shallow that when it freezes properly, you can do ice fishing on it, and it's not uncommon for people to drive snowmobiles across it. And there's usually one sad soul that in the spring will not realize how shallow it is to start to drive across the lake. You know, the lake's under, the ice is under a powder coating, and snow sled and driver go into the lake, and then our fire department has to go out and do cold water rescue. If they're lucky enough to do cold water rescue. There have been people that have passed away, unfortunately, that way. Boy, I'm Debbie Downer today. Anyways, well, I hope that you guys are having a great holiday season. Remember, if you're starting to get stressed, I take my knitting with me, and then if I get stressed, all I have to do is go, excuse me, I need to go warm up the car. You go out in the car, you knit a few rows, knit a few rounds, calm yourself down. You're cold, you've warmed up a little bit, the car's a little warmer, and then you call and say, okay, where are you in the mall? I'll meet you back. So you've gone, you've relaxed, you're not with everybody. Or you can just sit in the mall and find a quiet spot. There's always chairs and benches and things like that. And it really does calm you down in the midst of that. I have a little bit of social anxiety, so I tend to avoid the mall, if at all possible, until after usually the new year. And we'll see how that goes. I'm supposed to be going out to dinner tonight with a friend. That's my Christmas present. So we'll see if the weather breaks. We're supposed to be getting rain. Hopefully that will take down some of these snowbanks. And no more snow until tomorrow morning. It's just a fact of life around here. Syracuse is the snowiest city in the United States. And we just adapt and move on. So have a great week. Like I said, go post in the group. Go show me what projects you're working on. Tell me the news that's exciting around your house or where you live. Post a picture of the snow if you want to. Have a great week, guys. And enjoy your life. Bye.